Yes, hello everyone. My name is Maxim Ryabinko. I represent the product leadership team of Nielsen, based in Switzerland. In our team, I'm responsible for TV audience measurement in international space outside of US. We also do a lot of projects related to total audience, and today I'm going to present you, introduce you quickly what is total audience for Nielsen. We'll talk about what's happening globally, how audiences are fragmented now, and what solutions or what tools we offer as Nielsen to reply to these measurement challenges which we have now. Of course, before the digital age, the communication between the brands and audiences and consumers were pretty simple. We know that say you as advertisers or agencies, you know that what programs the audiences watch, what stations they listen, what magazines they read, and it was more or less clear how to deliver your message to the audiences. But for sure now the situation has changed. The audiences is very fragmented. The way how to deliver the messages are not so simple and straightforward as it was before. And of course, the way how the trading is done, both for TV, for print, for media, for digital, is changing, and sometimes it's done through the different currencies which are not aligned between each other. And of course, the need of us as a measurement company is to provide users with a currency, with a unique common currency or metrics which will be understandable for everyone. This is a situation from the US, how the fragmentation is can be seen in the media universe in the US. We see that apart from traditional media, that the way how people now can access different content, doesn't matter if it's video or text or audio, is completely different. And the audiences are, basically we at Nielsen in the US, we measure audiences for all of them. So we can see that it's completely different, and it brings a lot of challenges for us as a measurement company to cover all these things. This is quickly how the consumer time spent changed across 2 years, last year and the previous year. So you see here that the big portion is related to the viewing or time spent with media on digital devices, and there is no big increase, or surprise, there is no big decrease in terms of time spent on traditional media like TV, radio, and time shift viewing on TV, but time spent on digital is growing, and it's up to 4 hours now in the US. Of course, in total they spend in average, the people 18 plus in the US, we spend 11 hours on different media, and 4 hours we spend on digital devices. Of course, the time here can be concurrent because people can use multiple screens at the same time. But anyhow, understanding these different elements of time spent, if it's game console or if it's PC or if it's smartphone, tablet, or TV connected devices, for sure is very important. I saw the monetization of how the people trade or on the market is changing, and it's also fragmented. So it's not only for traditional media like TV, there is no big increase as forecasted. It's somehow obvious, but for sure for these new trading models like addressable ads or subscription VOD services or branded integration of the brands, their growth, the growth is predicted for the next 5 years. For example, it's predicted that there will be double increase of the ad market related to subscription services, or triple for branded integration part. Of course, different players want different things. It's not like there is a same thing which everyone needs. We can see that for broadcasters, publishers, and content studios, they need to have measurement of advertising and content. They want to have both linear and digital measured, sometimes separate, sometimes together. They want to have comparable metrics for all these things which they measure. And But at the same time, for agencies and advertisers, we want to have access to the data in all walled gardens, and they have some simplicity in understanding this. And of course, we need to have a cross-market measurement, not just one country. This example shows you the importance of total audience measurement, and it's a comparison of last episode of the last season of the series called Trozen in the US, and the ratings on the left side is from 1997. Then was the last episode of season 9 shown, and the rating and at that time it was just TV ratings. The rating was 6.6%, and on the right side you see the rating which is reported now for the season for the opening episode of season 10. So there is a difference between 20 years between these two things. But also the audience of the first episode of the season 10 has like 66% high 66% than was 20 years ago. Not because the people decided to watch it because it became more popular, but because we have more ways to access to the content. So there is a component of total time shift viewing, the component of accessing this episode as video on demand service via subscription VOD or via connected devices, as well as access the same content via smartphone, tablet, or computer. So there is a lift of 27% just because of subscription VOD services and digital devices. Of course, the thing is not the same for all markets. We just quickly went through US, but you see this common trends in other developed markets like UK, Germany, France, and Australia. The digital is leading the growth, so that basically the way how people spend their time with media is changing. But also, as example, in India, it's also growing the digital thing. So just to show that it's not only the growth markets which or the main markets where we can see. So quickly about how we do the measurement of total audience. So first of all, we differentiate between content and ads. This is because in the linear world it was obvious that the same programs had some ads delivered to the same viewers, but in digital it's completely different. It's like you can see the same program or same channel, but you can have a completely different ads delivered to you because of possibility to put dynamic ads in the content. So we differentiate the content and ads, and we also have to cover all devices, not only TV or connected TV devices, but also OTT services, TV, PCs, tablets, and smartphones. Of course, we have to measure the duplicated audiences, so we have to consider that people can access the same content on multiple devices, so we have to consider the fact that in terms of reach calculation, they should be unique viewers. And of course, as a measurement company, we have to provide the people-based measurement, and it should be the metrics which are comparable with what we have in TV audience measurement, like GRPs, reach, whatever is clear and understandable for the TV clients. And of course, the requirement is to deliver the data daily. So this is a kind of Nielsen total audience solution when we measure all devices and provide data to the clients. Let's go quickly with what we do for different types of media. So for example, for TV measurement, we know that the environment, the household environment, TV environment is changing from the environment where you had a lot of devices connected via cables and wires. We are going to the devices, a future vision of the household when we have just TV and a lot of devices just connected through USB ports. And the home is broadband, so they have they do a lot of streaming. So this means that we have to involve to measure this as well. And in terms of TV audience measurement, we are now offering two new types of meters. One is GTAM nanometer or people meter, a future generation of the people meters, created considering that the meter should be low cost, and in order to optimize the costs and to have basically to have money to build the bigger panels, but provide the same quality of the measurement as the old meters would do. The second meter is a kind of companion to the main people meter. It's called streaming meter. Or it's meter which passively monitors all internet traffic at home in order to identify streaming activities, device used for the streaming activities, and identify the source was used for streaming. I don't know if it was YouTube, Facebook, or different applications of TV broadcasters. In terms of digital, solution is based on two things. From one side, we ask clients to tag the content which we want to measure. The tagging is important in the digital measurement. And of course, we measure it on a census level, so we measure all viewings related to the measured content. But the census level data itself is not really valuable because it can provide you with some volumetrics, but it doesn't tell you who exactly was watching a particular program or accessing a particular, covered by a particular campaign. So we calibrate this data by adding demographics, and for this we work with a big data partners. So in case of US, we work with Facebook, who provide demographics to our census measurement for digital. And of course, the final goal is to calculate all these common metrics which are also used in TV business, reach, frequency, GRP, and deliver it to clients daily. So for sure, what we can see in the US and other markets, total audience is a clear market need. And we have a solutions to provide these comparable people-based metrics to cover all screens. And of course, it's a team sport because, for example, for digital, we cannot measure without copyrighting these publishers and broadcasters, the publishers and websites, because it will not be covered by, without integration of measurement tools and tagging, it's not possible to measure digital. So in this case, we also believe that it's a team sport, so we here with clients and content providers on the same side. That's it from my side, which I want to show. Yeah. Thank you.